Hello and welcome back to our beautiful factory. We need more resources, we need to do a lot of funky things, and we need to make explosives. We need to make another floor for all of this. My idea actually is that I know there are 3 more iron mines over there we could put in, and we can try to scale up this production, which is one of the few things that's bumming us out a lot. So let's actually get to that. See, if we just make another layer of this, if we make another layer of this, we'll at least be able to double the production without having to make extremely expensive belts outside of the factory. We can do it just inside, which is my all-time favorite thing, is not to spend too much outside of this. Oh no, like this. Simply doubling the production. Just gotta remove this one. No, this one. And in one fell swoop. And that might help us a lot. A lot. So there's several ways we can do this. If we want to be able to keep expanding this one up, we should probably use the transfer layer here and take in more lines to this and just build this one up. That is the plan. Which means we have to build from here to over here. If I go for iron ore, yeah, see, we get these here and these here, and they are impure, but I should still have enough. Of this. Do we go above or do we go below? That's really the only real question here. Because I could also take the upper here and then go just a few layers above all of this production, or I could go below all of this. Arguments for and against. For going above is I don't have to use this below transfer layer. And 2, 3. Against is that I have to attach these somehow using this transfer layer here. We're just gonna see how bad it's going to be if I actually do this. I think this is right. What would be a suitable place to place this one? Would be here. Match it in height, and then go on 2, 2. Just gonna make sure that there's a bit of space for this. You know what? Let's try this. Oh no, I can actually do it like this. Okay, that is the shortest one, and then we go at some point I also just have to get going. There's no reason to keep perfecting things all the time. And then just go here, we go and soup. So, if I remember correctly, there is a mine like straight ahead, right? And there's some over here. So let's make this here where they meet from over here and get to this, and this one go here. You know what? Let's just, for the sake of it, do it like this. Whoop. Do I actually have... No, I don't have the large power pulse yet. I wonder if that's in advanced steel production. I get that. Let's go like here. Yeah. Gotta go those remains anyway. Wait a second. No, there's not. I was like, is there 4 over here? But no, there's not. There is 3 over here. And if I remember correctly, which I'm not sure I do, that's not aligned. That is aligned. Let's get the power line up to this. How much would you produce? 30, which this one takes 60. Good. Because that should mean... Oh, god damn. Would you fit... Can I make a miner on top of this tall foundation? No, I can't. Well, that is a doozy. Let's just place... You'll fit, okay. Maybe rotate this one actually. Just trying to see how to do this best. Like these two here will only produce a single belt, even at you cannot align with this one. Yeah, you can. Almost anyway. You know, let's just make it here. It will be a little wonky at first. Care about that. let's clean this up a little bit. Remove these. And this should hopefully allow us to create a significantly larger amount of iron components. Least of all, being more of these motors, which we're clearly lacking, mainly due to a lack of iron rods, which is because of how many belts of iron is being consumed by the iron rods. Can I please get to place you? There we go. So if we double this up, we hopefully will eliminate a lot of the shortages we are having. 30 plus. Yeah, see, this is also just one. Screw this. These here shall bring in. Probably should go and get that just because we can. Oh no. Let's just go and get that single slug. The slugs. Do 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 do. You may not know this. This is not actually one of my primary games I'm playing. I just thought this challenge would be really fun. I have considered what in the world that I should be talking about while playing this, because most of this is self-explanatory. It's just me running around, and just because I am not the best at video editing, I don't have this down to a science yet. Yeah. Currently I'm actually playing a lot of Slay the Spire 2. It's a really great game. Can't recommend that enough. I have some few ideas for maybe making a multiplayer stream or something like that, if I can convince a few of my friends to join. That could be really fun, because it is a really funny game, especially in multiplayer. No, stop, please. But yeah, this is my current project, you might see. Instead of maybe abandoning it that I have done some others, I'm gonna see this one through. Because it's fun, and it's a silly way to play this game that is a mixture of foolish and really optimized at the same time. The foolish part is, of course, that I'm collecting all of these resources in one spot, where most of the time it would be significantly easier to just process a lot of them on site and then only move the processed units, especially for something like steel. See, I do it like this. Let's just get a ladder. But I had this revelation. Oh, that's quite a big word actually. I had this idea when doing my first playthrough because yeah, that doesn't fit. I was doing something very close to this just when I was playing normally. So I thought to myself, how far could I take this idea? And this is the conclusion. In theory, you should be able to have everything in one factory. If you ever ask me if this is a good idea, I will always answer truthfully, no. Because it's so much easier to process things on the side and moving them out, especially because of the amount of industry. That's one thing, that's a simple thing. But many resources, especially the higher levels, tier 1s, they require you to process them down into things that are a lot denser. Oh damn! And then their base, their raw ore parts, which means at the second you start processing it, you can transport a lot more, so to speak, a lot more raw materials to your base if you just do the first step out where you actually gather the minerals. And you can also see that that is definitely some of the design idea, philosophy if you might say, because there is always the things you need for the base processing of your different resources right where you get them. You'll see that example where I got the more iron for the steel. There was coal right next to it, which makes sense. Having that coal right there allows you to smelt forge smelt the steel, and then you could easily at that location make it into steel beams and into steel pipes, because you don't need the steam bars that much. I mean, there's a few things you can. Oh god, I need to upgrade this one as well. There's a few things you can use it for, but mainly you just need the products rather than the steel ingots. So there's no reason to transport them from the site. And I'm not even doing that. I'm transporting the the final product, if you might say so, all the way down here. Now, I just saw how little iron there was in stock. So I'm actually going to get this home rather than setting up the last mine. I'm sure that if you watch any other Satisfactory playthrough, you will also see that people are forging things on the side or building it a lot prettier. Like, this will not win any beauty contest, which I have been diligently told by my friends that really enjoy Satisfactory. Oh, come on. This one. But that is not the point of this. The point of this is to show that even with your head underneath your arms, that's maybe too rough of a way to put it, but you can get very far by just gathering everything in your one base and then building up. You will not win any beauty contest, but you will get through the game. That is so annoying, that one. gonna assume we won't reach the entire way, so let's just do it like this. Alright, I'm just gonna go and see how much iron I can steal from the factory. This is taking so long. Yeah. And it is, once again, a perfect example of why we need to upgrade these. And you might ask yourself, why are you doing it with steel? I'm like, because I have more steel than I have reinforced plates. That is the silly thing about the way that the levels go. Because you need reinforced plate for so many things, you actually end up having more ability to make tier 3 items than you do to make tier 2 items. That's copper, we don't need the copper right now. Oh wait, I need this though. And you're not working because, yeah, there's a lull on that, but not because there's missing a thing. Alright. I'm also just gonna go and get some steel beams, because then I can upgrade the production of the iron plates and the iron rods immediately after this. And even though the staircase is so silly, I actually am quite fond of it. I think it's funny. Yeah, we're already maxed out on the steel beams, steel pipes, not the steel beams, which means I can do something like this. Great. And then time to go to work. And here we go, getting hopefully the next 2 lines of iron ore. And once those are up and they start producing more of the goddamn iron that I need, I will put on the 3rd one. Once I've done that, I will make another level. I will start with the production of an obelisk, and I will go and get the next resource, the quartz, for the factory. But I would like to have an obelisk because it just opens for more exploration. So it makes sense to do that because we're not gonna make more at that level anyway, so yeah. At some point, all of these will also be upgraded to a higher tier, but right now, that is a dream for another time. Simply put, as you can tell, we don't have the resources for it. Don't fail me now. I can see the iron rods slowly slipping out of supply as well. I should be able to put you here on there, or oh, come on. See, that is bothersome. I'm just gonna will you attach? You will attach. Oh, that's not a full level. You know what? That actually looked a lot nicer than I thought. Alright, let's just check that the resources are actually coming before I go up and fire up the creation of the most smelters and so on. Right? Yep, it's on its way. Good. Everything is as it should be. I find it kind of funny that we're still running the entire factory out of one single copper lane. I know we'll have to increase it later, but it's just a bit funny for me. Do we have any wood? We do. And do we have any leaves? We do. So, this one here is now a level 3 one, which means that this can be level 3, this could be level 3, which I know is more than is being produced at the moment, but let's not get too technical about that. If I remember correctly, I do have a smelter blueprint. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, now I'm missing the iron rice. Let's go get them. And remember to turn on the lights. A few lights would be really nice for this factory as well. It is very dark. Sneaky way to handle getting 200 iron rods without disrupting the production that much. Alright, let's see here. Just gotta make sure that these actually align, and it looks like they do. So, if you have to make these 30, which is, that should be 9 of these. Can I do... just get this final part of this. Oh, I need to dismantle these things here. I need to attach to the other side. Come on, you. Remember, kids, to clean up after yourself. Does not help that I have a very full inventory right now. There we go. Alright, so this... And that is at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, and these need to have the recipe put in. Thank you. And since there's only coming 120, which is the equivalent of 4 of these, the 5th one should be an overproduction. Well, that's fine. Yeah, because 2 of them are 60, that's 120. So yeah, these should be doing a great job. I'm gonna put it to work immediately upstairs. So again, these can now, they are 4 of these, so I can double these to 8 of these. How's the power doing before I do this? The power's still fine. So I just need to make room. Just checking that these are aligned, even though the original ones are not blueprint. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, shit. I've done that before. Well. Yeah, I was like, it shouldn't be full right now, and it just was for the few seconds where it was backed up. But given what we have here, 1, 2, 3, and since this is also our primary source of screws right now, unfortunately, it should alleviate a lot more than just iron rod production. No power. What? Why did I miss a power line? Oh, here. And that's it. Double iron rod production. Time for the second one here. Wait. Oh, why is these... Okay, let's do it like that then. But you also did not have any. So I'm missing something. Possibly out here. Oh, because this is the third. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? So if I don't want to go around rebuilding everything, I do actually need to build the entire new iron production in one go. At least the factory is able to consume it now, and I'll figure out how to get it here as well. Here, I do believe that fits nicely. So the one that I actually upgraded is not the one that's, yeah, you're being emptied fast. Right, let's go up and build up the consumption for iron plates as well. Oh, that's the wrong floor. Here we go. I was hoping I could just middle mouse button my way to the blueprint. I could not. That is aligned. That is. Oh wait. Did I? No, I didn't flip it. No! Give me my jetpack. Yeah, aligning these things without being able to go out in the heights is slightly annoying at times. Now it's just about building all this up, getting all these done, having hopefully now ensured a massive boost to production. Of course we need to, can I like 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, that's because they have this one. Good, 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 good. 3, 3, 3. You could easily, when you go down this line here, optimize your resource use by not making it 3, 3, 3 all the way down. I can't be bothered. So these are 3, these are 3, they all connected. Good. Just checking everything is as it should. That should mean forward. This will hopefully mean that we will not see an extreme shortage of our basic supplies anymore. And if I were a better man, I'd probably also allow these 3 lines to exchange goods. In such a way that they could help each other share the load of what is being produced. Yeah, so see now these 2, both of them, should be stocking up slowly. Right. Oh, because it's also have 3 for uploading. I was like, why does this keep getting empty? Well, that makes sense. All right. 4 2 iron plates. We're also going to upgrade you. And it only makes sense to add on 2 more. Because of how they work. I hope that was aligned. Seed aligned. Which means I can do like this. Setting has been pasted. Resources have been brought in, and now, soon as power is on, double production. And over here, this will hopefully mean, in the end, actually, not a double, but a closer to it. Well, yeah, double production, but since it's more than double of what can be on the belt is what I'm trying to say with a lot of words. Can't believe it took this long to get all this up and running. Are you are producing now, right? Yeah, all of these are producing. Let's just witness how fast this is going. And then I'm gonna put a dimensional uploader for this one. You're close to actually filling out an entire band. Not that I'm not happy about that, but it probably shouldn't be true. Yeah. That counts down another resource. I actually would have liked to save that one for Obelisk, but let's be honest with ourselves. Probably going to find a few more of these. Oh, that was close. A few more. What I'm saying. A few more of the Mercer spheres when we're going for our next resource adventure. Yeah. Just gonna go and put the animal parts into our animal part machines down here. Yeah. And you know what? I can always go and get more. It'll be fine. This will hopefully be the end of me having to scavenge for resources everywhere. Probably won't though, but let's go and see if we can't pick up some rotors. Since we're not consuming any smart plates anymore, it doesn't matter if I empty that production out. I would like to go out and find another Mercer sphere, but and get the next layer up and running. This is where the rotors are being built. Are being consumed, not being built. That's not a lot. Yeah. Rotors. 58, that's not a lot. But now yeah, no, is still in production. Still gonna be quite a while for this one. I really don't want to put this up to 3 up here for the consumption, because that would defeat the purpose of having some of these stack up. I might have to increase the outgoing to a 2 at least. Amazing reinforced plates. Let's see how many there is over here. At least there's a few. And here's to finding some better recipes for screws. That would also help a ton with this shortage. I know this is not going to help a lot since the production has been doubled, but that's still, don't think that's enough. Like, this is the full belt though. It looks better. Far away from having all that we need. Yeah, one of these already almost done. But I upgraded all 3 of these, right? Yeah, let's go and attach the last mines. We should have enough to do that. So much for the plan of a new floor and everything else. Just trying to keep up with base resources is time consuming enough. Luckily, most of the infrastructure here is already made, so it's just adding levels upon something that already exists. And you could argue that you could just made one single belt, made it tier 3 and then upgraded everything else. But I'm essentially building in order to support when I get higher tier miners. Even though I'll probably need a lot more power by then. Well, there's 2 more down here. let's mine those up. Wait, that's a immersive sphere. I'm gonna go gather one. I say, looking down at the timer, realizing how little time I have left for this session. Production, miner. That's also some limestone. I should probably also get more of that. Let's be honest. That is not my immediate concern. Oh, please. Also 30 and 30, which means if I just place a merger here, then we're just about done. Ah, get me up. Yeah, why is too long? How far can you reach before it gets too long? Oh, you're not attached. There we go. Yeah, we probably need to increase power next time. But that is several more mines for iron. And then we'll need something for power next time. If we can hopefully fit that in. First of all, let's get a bloody sphere more. Can I jump or do I need a ladder? How do I get up here? Just do the ladder trick. Here we go.
Follow the veins to the altar and chant. Our instruments echo in the deep, Do they not pluck the shallow threads?
Can you hear me?
Crescendo, the effigy found the key. Sing more.
I was not created for artistic purposes. I am incapable of singing.
You sing.
Noted.
Diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle. What? Oh, that one. Wait, there's another sphere over here. Let's just go get that one. Don't see me, don't see me. Oh yeah. Ah, fine, let's just... Hard drives. Don't see any this way. Just want to see if I could spot one accidentally before we have to go and go for exploration. Seems not. Thought I heard something nearby. It's just iron, don't care. There over lies the promised land. With the raw quartz. Hopefully, I can make a very long belt this way. Oh, it's gonna be terrible. Wait a second. I wonder if I can get enough now to actually make the Blade Runners with this club of quartz extra. I doubt it. But every single step helps. And it's coming along nicely. Now with... well, twice as much iron actually, yeah. These are just filling one belt on their own. While the new ones are only filling half a belt on their own. And that will be how it goes for the entirety of the game. When belts get upgraded. And mines get upgraded, hopefully. Yeah. So, next time will be another level, power, and then quartz. I have a slight feeling that we are burning... no, we aren't actually burning that much. Oh well. Interesting. I thought we were about to tap into these reserves, given how our power graph looked. Do we have enough quartz to make more silica? Usually don't like doing this, but who cares? Silica, 45. Yeah. But I'll probably not be able to make the actual Blade Runners. If I remember correctly, they require some of these beautiful resources that I've been gathering. Iron ore. I don't want iron ore. Get rid of those. And since quartz isn't mass produced yet, we'll save it. I'll place that over there next time. Quartz. Oh yeah, that's far ahead.
Blade Runners unlocked. Equipped to run faster, jump with greater force, and decrease fall damage that might otherwise have lowered your value to
Oh,
fix it.
silica. I mean, we could throw in some silica in here. Yeah, I'll build it slowly. And I guess that is all for now. Next time, more water, more power, and the final excursion to build another floor. And then quartz at long last. And maybe even a second, advanced steel production might actually finally be done if we get enough rotors up and building. And if we got enough resources, I'll also set up the next phase of the space elevator project. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope to see you again next time. Have a good one.